This is a listing of 3 student trombones. They're all very used, but they're all definitely playable. They might be a good choice for a music store to put in their used inventory, or maybe a school program that would like to get a few more students started on the trombone. They'd be good for pep band, marching band, things like that. They're definitely not top level professional grade instruments, but they're really very useful instruments for the most part. I will go into details of each one. All 3 of them have kind of mediocre action on the slides. None of them are unusable. I've treated all the slides with a cleaning agent that will remove the tarnish that's built up over the years. It would take some regular cleaning to get that tarnish loose. Probably take 10 or 12 cleanings, and once that's done, the slide action will be considerably better than it is today. So let's take a look at each of the instruments. This first one is an Olds Ambassador. It's really in the roughest shape of any of the instruments, but still a playable horn. The slide is probably a 4 on a scale of 10, meaning that it won't break your teeth if you try to play it, but the slide doesn't really move gracefully on its own. With the cleaning procedure, it should get a little better, but it'll still be a little rough on the slide. And the end bow on the slide is quite dented. This is probably really just for a petting zoo or something like that, but it does play. The second instrument is in the best condition of the 3. This is a Holton, and generally speaking, it's not in really terrible shape. It's missing some lacquer here and there. On the tuning slide bow, there have been some dents removed, but it's pretty well done. You can definitely see that there's been work on it, so it doesn't look like new. The slide itself is in actually pretty good shape. I would call it a 5 today, and it has the potential to get up to about a 6 or 7 in slide action, meaning that you can do slide vibrato. It's smooth enough for that, but the slide doesn't really move on its own until you get it to at quite a big angle. But with the cleaning process, I think you'll eventually get it to where it's probably in better shape than the average student trombone at a typical school. There is a little bit of mushrooming on the bell. If somebody had a rolling machine, that's a really easy job to take that out, or it could just be left as it is. It really doesn't cause any difficulty. And finally, we have this Yamaha YSL 354. These are definitely student instruments, at least they're numbered that way, but this instrument's sort of legendary that the Yamaha build quality has been so good that it's really not that much difference from playing their professional grade series. I've known some professionals that have definitely used this model of instrument professionally. This particular one, like the Holton, has some mushrooming on the bell flare, a little more severe than on the Holton. That could be rolled out very easily. There are a few dents here on the main tuning slide that don't necessarily need to be taken out, but they're more pronounced than they were on the other instrument. Everything else is okay. The The slide lock is missing a piece that's soldered on here to contain, so the slide lock doesn't work. And there's a little pitting on the top of the upper slide, although it doesn't really seem to hurt the action that much on the slide. So this one has pretty decent action on the slide. And I think with the cleaning, it's going to be actually really quite good as student instruments go.